Good morning. Hey everyone. I'll just take a second for people to get here. Yeah, what's up, Quentin? Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so this is our next artist spotlight for June, and we are gonna talk to Alyse really soon. Iga is here too. I want to invite Iga really quickly first. Wait, let me go. Boom. There we go. Hello.
Right now, and I got invited. What? I got invited. Thank you so much,
Iga,
Alek, for having me. Thank you so much for having me.
So here's what's gonna happen, and why Iga is here. Let me give you a little background. Iga is my friend from Poland, who used to live in Australia, in Sydney, right?
Yes, I did.
Yes, in Sydney. And that's how we originally met in Poland. I don't remember it, she does, but then we met again in Sydney later on. Eventually she moved here and we met again here. Now we both live in LA. And Iga is a dancer, but she also does graphic design. And she is here because she contributed our new poster for Artist Spotlight. Yes, the one we did last month, which was the very first one. I just used a template from like an app that you can get for free, and I just put my writing and pictures on it. But I wanted something original that would be ours and we could use every time from now on. So yeah, so she did our original design. Iga, if you can, could you put in a comment the address of your website with your portfolio?
Of course.
And then
it was an honor to make a flyer and poster for Pixel Vision. I just want to let everyone know that this was an honor to do it for you, Alek.
I love you. But yeah, she was so kind to contribute this graphic, and I just want you guys to, here we go. Let me see if I can pin that.
Hi everybody, if you want any graphic design, go to my website. You already know I can help you out, and it's pretty cool to work with me. So, I mean, I don't know what else is stopping you.
She is pretty cool. But, so most of you probably have seen this poster already because I posted it online advertising this. But I thought this is a little bit silly, but I thought it's going to be fun if we do a little reveal.
A big reveal.
So, I'm probably going to knock it off.
Tom, 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 tom,
tom, tom, tom, and ha! I almost knocked it out.
Ooh la la! Wow.
Oh wait, it's a little out of frame. Let me go this way. Fix that. Ski. Okay.
Beautiful.
There we go. Yeah. So that's our poster, and every time the guest photo of the guest person is going to appear next to mine. And yeah, that's it. So
if you like it, give a comment. Don't be shy.
Iga, give her a comment real quick. Oh, yes.
Amazing. So wait, so now you have an amazing interview. Is that what's happening?
Yes, unless you want to say anything else. If you want to, you know.
No, that is all. Everyone is, everyone already saw me.
Maybe
I had a chance to appear, so.
What type of designs do you do other than posters? Like, just tell people what you can do so everyone's aware of that.
All right. I can do nearly anything, but if you want some specifics, I can do your cover art. I can do your poster. I can do your logo. I didn't want to do logo like this, but I can do any other art you need, basically any graphic design, because it does bring attention to your project, and it definitely like gives more value, and it's more presentable when you have a nice graphic design and a plan for how you want to present your work. So I think we all should go one step up when it comes to our presentation, and I'm here to help you with this. Hi.
Yeah. So make sure you check her website. It's pinned. And yeah, I'm sure her rates are also very good. So yeah, go for it. Whatever you need. Thank you so much, Suga.
Thank you. I'm gonna free up this square for your next guest, but everybody stay. I'm still staying. You guys stay. Do I know how to leave the chat? Yes, I know. I pressed the X. So everybody, thank you. Thank you, Alek.
Thank you.
And yeah, see you guys. Bye.
See you later. There we go. All right. So that's it. I just need to move it a little bit to the side. All right. So time for our Artist of the Month. Let me see. Alyse, are you here? Yes, you are. How do I go live? Boom. Technology.
Hi.
Boom. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm in the one spot in my house that has Wi-Fi. It's pretty bad, but
okay.
Yeah.
But you're pretty clear. Should be fine.
Yeah.
And you have a nice background
this
too.
is like the one spot where it's like fine.
Yeah. And I feel like the colorway is working with everything now. Yeah, pretty. A little red, a little violet, a little purple.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like
Yay. Okay. So thank you everyone for tuning in, for being here. I'm just going to say in the beginning, if you have any questions throughout the whole thing, put them in the question box, which is a little question mark next to the comments section. That way they won't disappear in the chat and we won't miss them, and then we can answer them later during the Q&A. So yes. So as you already may or may not know, I do this every month, and this is called Artist Spotlight. Because I bring in a different artist every month, and to not only highlight them and talk about their art, their experience, but also create with them. So every time this is done, it's also followed by a dance show on my Patreon, which is going to premiere today at 12 right after this. And I'm just going to put in a link now in the comments, so you can go there and subscribe to that. Boom. To see my show with Alyse. This is a little bit off. Oh, there we go. I'm such a perfectionist. It was like crooked a little bit.
Oh, it's not. I've never done one of these, so I feel really weird.
Oh, you're good. This is my like second time ever doing it, or third. So, but it's fun. I like it. Okay, so yes. So here's the pinned link, and you can subscribe there. There's different things and different benefits that I do on my Patreon, if you're a member, but the dance show is available at the first tier, which is the $5 tier. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit the $5 to join. You can also explore different things with different tiers that we have. We have dance classes. I'm also going to start bringing in guest teachers. So I hope that you would be able to and willing to teach soon for us, Alyse, as well. But yeah, we do dance classes. We do behind the scenes. We do a whole bunch of stuff. So just head to the website after this and check it out. And yeah, Alyse Rockett. I know some or most of this stuff probably about you, but I just am going to ask you some questions so that people can get to know you better.
Oh, yikes.
But yeah, you know, I have a list because I like to be prepared, so I'm going to be looking at it. Cool. Maybe just start with like the general, like, where are you from and when did you first start dancing and how that journey came about?
I am from Long Beach, California, the LBC. And I started dancing when I was a kid, you know, just in the backyard with my cousins. But
At a
like
cookout?
cookout for
Yeah.
sure. Like, you know, summers with your cousins in the backyard twerking,
Yeah.
whatever. But I want to say like technically and like when I was like I want to dance, I think that was like college. I went to a predominantly like a ballet modern school, like a college. The program that I was in was modern ballet based, so I was doing that every day.
Mm.
So that's when I like really started to like dig my heels into the foundation of dance. So yeah, that was my like start, if you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So at what age do you normally start college here? Because I'm still confused, like the school system.
I like 18. Some people 17,
Okay.
but 18. Yeah.
That's cool. Because that's considered pretty late to start like training as a dancer.
Yeah, I
You know.
like knew like the function of like, you know, the overall like setup of a ballet class. I danced in high school. Like it was more like high school, not high school musical, musical theater. Like we would do, it was more modern and ballet based too. But it was mostly like, you know, have fun, but it wasn't until like I got to college where I was like, okay. And then it was my last semester of college where I was like, I want to take something fun. So I took a hip hop class. And then I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. And then I started to come to LA because I would see like, you know, these YouTube videos and stuff. So I was like, all right, let me go check out like Millennium and stuff. And then I just like fell in love with it. And I was like, okay, I want to like have the commercial industry or the commercial aspect of dance as a part of like what I do, you know? So
Cool.
yeah. Yeah.
I think Bridget asked what college was it?
Cal State Long Beach Dance Department.
Cool. You're probably one of the like few people that have actual dance education, you know?
Yeah, that joint is not a game.
It's not, you know,
Oh
like,
my gosh.
it's funny because I'm seeing like few things that are similar already for me and you because I did also start dancing at like 16, seriously like training, and it was with ballroom. So it's also considered late-ish, you know? And then I also did like it was more like a 2-year instruction / choreography program with a dance theater in Poland.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like a full college, but it was finished with like a degree of, you know, the Ministry of Culture or whatever. And it's cool. I think it's how we say that education is so important, but I think it's not seen as that in dance. You know, I think there is a lot of things that you actually gain from getting a education in dance rather than just taking classes and training. It's two different things, you know.
It's definitely like creates a really interesting foundation because you have this interesting mixture of like analyzing, being analytical, but also being extremely physical, you know? So I was just using my entire being all day. So it just like it set a crazy interesting base for me as far as like movement goes, you know? But I'm really glad I had that experience. It was cool.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, because you know, most likely have like anatomy classes and dance history classes and all these things, even though, you know, it's questionable whether the curriculum is done properly, but it's still like at least like anatomy knowledge is really good to have.
Yeah, for sure.
As a dancer, you know.
Kick my butt. For sure.
Cool. Awesome. So let me see. You kind of answered that. I guess this is maybe hard to answer with one single thing, but has there been one specific experience that was your like favorite dance experience in LA since you've kind of started functioning here regularly as an artist? Or maybe, you know, there's special process that you want to highlight for some reason, special event?
There's so many, but
Yeah.
I want to say, I think that the one thing that's coming to mind for me, and I hate to be like, oh, a job, but
Mm-hmm.
it was when I did the Common music video, and that was the first time that well, that wasn't the first time, but it was like it was interesting for me because, and very fun for me because I got to be 100% myself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I have to try to, I don't, not that I was trying to be somebody else, but I could be 100% me, and they wanted me and who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I think I want to say that like I like freestyled by myself, and it was just really cool to be able to be myself and have people like me, you know, because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times I felt like I was like trying to be something, or you
Yeah.
know, I don't know,
I
be more
think it's a
pop, be more black girl, whatever that is,
uh-huh.
you know.
Uh-huh.
But I am myself, and that job made me realize like, oh, like there's room for me, you know.
Right.
So
Mm.
that, and then like other things too, but that was like a point where I was like, okay, I can just truly be myself, and that's when I just
Yeah.
started to like create and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a deeper value behind it rather than just a job or a cool dance.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And I think it's so great to experience these moments because in this type of industry that we're in, we're constantly asked to be something, you
Yeah,
know, to fit in. I think I was talking about this with Lydia last month of like, you know, going to audition and trying to be something they're looking for,
yeah.
and at the same time trying to stay yourself. And then I
Mhm.
think we said, you know, it's rather than becoming something else, it's thinking of like putting this outfit on of
Yeah,
whatever the role is, but
yeah.
you're still yourself wearing it. But
Mhm.
it's so nice to just not have to do any of that and
Right.
you know, just be yourself.
100%.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
What video was it again?
Common. He's a
Okay.
rapper. He's
Hmm.
very it's short for common sense, but he's more
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay.
So,
Nice.
and I grew up on his music like a lot.
That's
Especially
dope.
like in the Black community, he's a big voice. So, it was it was really cool to be on something that was so meaningful, and
Mm-hmm.
also I could use my voice to speak. So
Mm-hmm.
that was cool. Yeah.
Cool. Make sure to send me when we do the links after to like different things, your work and
Okay.
stuff. Make sure to send me that one as well so people can
Okay.
watch it because I want to watch it now too. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Awesome. Um, Again, everyone, because people are kind of like coming and there's new people logging in. If you have any questions throughout the interview, make sure to put them in the question box next to the comment section so we don't miss anything. Because I'm like pretty far and I don't really see what you're putting in the chat, so I don't want to miss it. Dope. That's great. You know, with the current, you know, social media, dance, videos, Instagram, all of that, there's definitely a content overload. There's like a lot of stuff and everyone's trying to be loud and like, you know,
Yeah.
grasp the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think as a, and I know you don't necessarily try to function as much in that social media situation, but it's still necessary for us to like, you know, promote ourselves in this way or
Yeah.
another. So do you think that like would your approach be to try to be louder than the other person and like, you know, as loud as you can be, or do you rather think like less is more and like being super quiet and simple and like raw um, is something that you would more so go with as your strategy if you were to, you know?
Yeah. I don't really believe I believe that there's competition, but in being loud, necessarily louder than somebody else, believe that that's beneficial.
Mhm.
For somebody like, for me, I don't believe that in general, but I believe that there's a lot of things about me that nobody else has, nobody can
Mhm.
be. So I just feel, and I have a really, really deep relationship with God, the Holy Spirit. So in communication with him, is just like, I feel like all I have to do is be obedient and listen, and just really take time to listen and download what he's saying, so that I can know what steps I need to take, you know? And I don't, that never really includes me trying to be louder than somebody else, because if I'm truly being myself, I don't need to be louder than anybody, you know? I can just be me and allow God to shine through me, and then whatever situations come, you know? But as far as art and my voice artistically, I just like love to do, I like simplicity. Like, I
Mhm.
love things that are simple. I think that there are so many people who like kill the choreography game, you know?
Mhm.
Like, you have so many people in the industry who are like so incredible
Mhm.
choreographically, you know? Like,
Mhm.
you have like Nick Demore is like so dope, you know, and like Michael is so dope, and like Rhapsody, so dope, you so
Mhm.
dope. And it's like, I feel like I came up with a lot of like, you know, I'm modern based,
Yeah.
so I appreciate the simplicity of just like somebody like standing or like
Mhm.
walking, or I like the simplicities of life. Like, there was this one dude, I would like live in Studio City, and I was coming down the hill, and there was this like young kid in a Tesla, and he pulled up, no, it was like a middle-aged dude in a Tesla, and he was like playing like some Trippy Red or something, and he was just like bot like in it, and I was just like, I looked at him and I was just like, yo, that's a whole music video right there, like, that's crazy.
Right.
I just love simplistic things like
Mhm.
that. Like, that makes me happy, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I love going to the grocery store. It's like my favorite thing to do. I know that's weird, but it's
Mhm.
just how everybody's there, and it's like people are just moving around, you know? Like, it's just amazing to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think coming back to the first part of your answer is like, I think for a lot of us functioning in this industry, it's tricky sometimes to not lose yourself and think that you have to do what everyone else is doing and try to be louder and do what's trendy, and
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you see it works, right? But then I think ultimately, if that's not you, you could only attract doing it, you could only attract the type of audience that it's not going to enjoy your stuff anyways. So it's like,
yeah.
I think if you stay true to yourself.
People can tell. They can tell what's
Yeah.
fake and phony, you know?
Hmm.
Like, they can
Yeah.
honestly like, see it for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like, I feel like being myself has been beneficial for me so far. I mean, it hasn't been, you know, easy. I mean, it would be easier. I mean, not easier, but, you know, I could go and do, you know, the things that would get me super booked. I don't know, but
Right.
not like, not
For book.
here, but I just truly enjoy like being myself, and I found that there's room for me, you
Hmm.
know? Like,
Yeah.
there are jobs for me, there are opportunities for me, there's room for my voice.
Hmm.
And I found that like uh I don't know, I just like to create. Like, I like to make things now, and I'm learning that I want to do more direction now.
Yeah.
So it's just making stuff, you know, and
Hmm.
if I'm getting bored from content that I'm seeing, like, just make stuff, you know? Like,
Right.
put it out.
Change, and then I think oftentimes we forget or don't even realize that we have the power to change the trends. And I don't
Yeah.
mean like change because it's bullshit or whatever, but like shape it to what we love, what we feel is
Yeah.
missing. And I think
Hmm.
we have the power, and it's just sometimes go ahead and just do it, and you'll see that it might have a ripple effect to then have a whole new movement in
Yeah.
dance and whatever art form, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So
For sure.
that's awesome. Okay, so now in the, you know, in the current situation that we're in with the lockdowns, with kind of the industry on pause and the pandemic and everything,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that's challenging for, and I know from just talking to people around me, talking to friends, you know, I know it's a challenging situation to a lot of people on both in like work wise, because there's no work, no jobs, but also mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wonder, like, how has this been for you so far, and how do you deal with it if it's difficult for you at all? Like, was there anything that you developed as a means to getting through it and feeling okay, and you know,
Yeah,
all of that
for
stuff?
sure. Yeah, like before, like I said before, I have a I have a really deep relationship with God. I am like I live by myself too.
Mm-hmm.
So like just being here and like alone has really taught me a lot of things about me, and it's really gotten me closer to God for sure. And yeah, that connection and that, like I wake up every morning, I make a cup of tea, take a shower, and I just like meditate on Him, and I worship, um I pray, I read, and that there's nothing else that I can really say that I do except
Mm-hmm.
rely on that and really just have my grounding in God. And when I say God, like Jesus Christ is
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I am sane.
Right, right. Not the universe, not the. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Here. Yeah, I was like,
It's
not the
not the
universe, Jesus Christ.
universe,
That, yeah,
not the
yeah.
universe. I worship the I not worship what was created, only the
Yeah.
creator. So yeah, that's my grounding, and that's what brings me so much joy. Like have a smile on my face and mean it, you know? Like
That's amazing.
that's where that comes from. But that's been my grounding this whole time. And then I've just been like going with the flow. And
Mm-hmm.
opportunities have come. This opportunity came. A couple other opportunities have come. I've been given space to create, which is really cool. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but for the first part, I feel like God just had me still. Like I was just still. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was just like chilling. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I didn't realize how hard it was to do nothing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like to just be, you know, and just go ride my scooter down the hill,
Right.
you know,
And be
like buy
comfortable
my
in
food at
it.
the grocery store or something. I
Yeah.
don't know, dye my hair crazy colors, go swimming,
Yeah.
like just be, because I am a human, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's how
And
I've been through it. Yeah.
have you, I guess just a little follow-up question to that. Have you found that that relationship with God got to the next level than versus like what it was before? Or is it just what it, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like before there was just so much moving around and I wanted to like be in auditions and all this stuff. But it's like now I just know that like he is the seed of everything. So I feel like if that is where my focus is at, then everything else will fall into place. And it has, you know. And I believe in what you speak, it is so. And so I started out just by speaking stuff, and I just heard him telling me this morning, like, you know, everything that I have for you is done. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's done. Like it's finished.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just I just been truly just riding the wave of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, that's
I know
amazing.
that's probably a lot, but
No,
serious.
I love it. I love
That
it.
is my grounding. It's my air. Like I wouldn't be alive
Yeah,
without it for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's inspiring, and you know, it allows you to take a lot of pressure off of yourself when you
Yeah.
have that, you know, realization of like, you know, it is done, and you
Mhm.
can truly feel it. Then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm fine, you know. Like, I think for me, like I often put a lot of pressure on myself to like get this done, create this. Oh, I only did one thing this month that was creative or whatever, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, or like, oh, I've been in the same job for the past 2 years and haven't really done other things. And I think it's important to sometimes step out of yourself and like just almost like watch yourself be and trust it and
yeah
and know that God has your back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing. And I think it's important for people to see that there are a lot of artists that are spiritual, that have faith, you know, that worship God. Like I think looking from the outside, it's maybe sometimes hard to see, or I mean, obviously it depends on what kind of circles you're around, but yeah, I think it's important to see that there are people in the artistic world, in the entertainment industry, that worship God, you know, because it's just sometimes portrayed or seen as, you know, as like devil, everything devil is, you know, but it's really not. It's all person to person, I would say, you know, so that's awesome.
I'm back, sorry. Did it pause?
Okay, no.
My mom is like hitting me up.
Oh my God.
I'll
Blowing you up. Okay. I know that I don't know if that's recent or not, but you've used to be represented by an agency in LA, and now you're not. And I think it was your conscious choice, like, to not be represented.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe you can say a little bit more of like motivation behind it, and has that been a good choice? How did that work for you so far?
I think both. When I decided to do it, it was with an agency, and they're still a great agency, and they're pretty like big, but I just didn't feel like I was a perfect fit, because I don't know, I just didn't feel like I was fitting there, and I didn't feel like it was necessarily working for me. And I wanted to be somewhere where I could grow. I didn't want to just exist somewhere, you know. I wanted to be somewhere where I could, like, it could be a relationship where I was growing.
Right.
So yeah, like I made the decision I asked them to let me go, and they were very nice about it, and they did. So yeah, but it's been great so far. Like, God has been coming through. Like, yeah, I've been able, the stuff jobs wise that I've been able to do has been so rewarding, you know. Recently I was able to do do a little, like, some spot dates with Kanye West, and I was able to truly be myself, you know. Like, God has just been bringing me opportunities where I can just be myself, you know. And I was like, after like doing so many of those, I'm like, okay, like, this is who I am. You know, because I feel like for a long time in the industry, it was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, trying to be everything. But like, she's just been showing me, and I'm not saying that I worked with this person, whatever, just to like be annoying, but I'm just saying it to say, like, there are things out there where you can just truly be yourself. And I learned that, you know, and there's space for people like me, you know.
Right.
And I'm not, you know, I'm not your, like, I mean, I can be that. I grew up like that, but at the same time,
I know you can.
You know, like, I'm from Long Beach. But it's like, at the same time, I don't know, God just made me a little different. So just knowing that I am, like, that's me, and that's cool, you know.
Yeah, and I think there's a lesson in that for whoever, you know, watching. Like, once you, even if you feel out of place, if you feel different, in whatever situation you are, if you have the courage to follow who you truly are, I think things fall into place, you know, and this can be on many levels. Like, you know, I've done this like 10 years ago when I was first trying to like make combos and teach, and like it wasn't anything that anyone else was doing. And then now 10 years later in LA, you know, trying to be a part of the industry, like I might have to do it on another level and kind of trust in who I am with higher stakes now, right? So I think this is something we do many times throughout life, and we should remember these times from the past when it worked and not be afraid to do it again.
Yeah.
Iga just said, Alyse, you are unique and you don't blend in, and that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's true too. Yeah, amazing. Also, I was wondering that the other day, I think how we first met, and I think you just came to my class, and I just was like, who the hell is that? You know, but I don't know if you remember exactly, because I wasn't sure what the situation was.
Well, I think I saw you. I think I saw Michael post you, and then like, who is this guy? Because I liked how you were like contemporary, but you had a lot of like modern textures in your movie. And it was just like, I don't know, it was different. And I was like, okay, like I want to like move with him. So I saw you. Did you teach you taught ML?
I think it was ML, yeah.
And then
it was probably when I did ML on the Rise. I think it was
it was something like that. But it was, I liked how your movement was it was contemporary, but it wasn't like, you know, like it was, it had like it was just more real, like more tactile, you know, like I enjoyed watching it, and
love that. And it's just, again, you said, because I was different, right? Or the movement was different. And it's the same thing, like, had I not trusted it and tried to fit in, I would have never met you, maybe, and would never create all these amazing things that, you know, we did. So another proof of that. Trust who you are and go with it. That's great. Okay. Again, everyone, if you have any questions, the question box is right next to the comment section. So just put them in there. If we have any questions by the end of the live, we'll just do like a Q&A situation. And then again, our show we just did with Alyse show, Dance Performance, is coming out on my Patreon, and the link is pinned right there. You can go ahead after this, sign up, and watch it. It premieres at 12 Pacific Standard Time. All right. That was the message from our sponsors.
Let me pay the bills real quick.
And then, so I know that you also choreograph and you direct and you do photography, right? All of this is correct. So it's cool to always to find out that, because I think not every dancer is an artist. I don't know if you agree or not. I think you can be a dancer and not be an artist at the same time. But obviously there's different schools of looking at it, right? We can say artist just because you're
a human
performing, right? But to me, it's a little deeper. It's like you have to create to be an artist, and you can perform at simple like steps without adding anything to them, and then it's just like you're a body, right? And that's a dancer, but it's not an artist to me. But it's also cool. Like, I think you're a dancer who's definitely an artist, and then with these people that are like that, you usually find out that, oh, I also do this and this and this and that, and that's also you. So maybe just tell me a little bit more about like your photography and then your directing. So like, you know, just so we can get a better idea of like where you are with that.
Photography, that's something that I just like learned that I really liked. I actually struggle with calling myself a photographer. But I
get it.
I just thoroughly enjoy taking pictures. And my friend Freedom, who's an incredible artist, freestyler from Texas, he I just picked up, he does live photography, so he was over and I was just playing with his camera, and I was just like, I thoroughly enjoy this. So I just started, he was really kind enough to let me borrow his camera and just started taking pictures of people and my family when we would have family functions, and I just love it, you know? And so I've just been like basically just taking pictures of things that interest me, people that are interesting to me. Yeah, but yeah, my mom just gave me my dad's camera. So I am using that now, figuring that whole thing out, and just collaborating with people. I just collaborated with my friend has a juicing company, Fruit of the Spirit. You want your juices? Got a Fruit of the Spirit.
You should
She
put in the comment,
yeah,
like the name. So
I'll do it.
is this local for LA only, or is this, does she do like?
It's based in Pasadena. I need to figure out the Instagram. I think that's Instagram. At Fox Juice. I think that's right.
Okay.
At though. But yeah. Her juices are really good. You know, I have a juicer. I'll try to juice, but hers are obviously better than mine. But I collaborated with her and we did like a little shoot for her juices. So yeah, I'm just basically just playing with that. And then directing, I like am thoroughly like that is a thing that I want to do. Like I had a really long talk with Sean Evaristo. Yeah, there it is at Fox Juice. I had a really long talk with Sean Evaristo, and he just had me like go home and basically just write. And I just wrote and wrote and wrote. And the first thing that I wrote about was directing, and it kind of like took me back because I was like, that's what the first thing you write, like before dance or whatever. And I just realized that like how much I love visuals. Like I've loved visuals my whole life. Like if a music video drops, I'm gonna watch it. You know? So I love to create visuals too. So I just been working on, you know, different ideas. I have a visual that I'm about to put out on Monday. It should be really cool. It's really different than anything I've ever done.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for it. Yeah.
Is it dance space as well, or is it?
Yeah, it's dance space. Yeah.
And you choreograph for it too?
Yeah, I like to use a lot of like freestyle elements though. Just like basically create like a coloring book. Like give an outline and allow them to fill it in, you know. I like individuals. I like people, you know, and I like people who people don't really necessarily see too much. There's so many interesting dancers out there, you know, and yeah, so it's like a exchange. So I'm excited to put it out Monday.
Amazing. And that's gonna be on your YouTube or?
Yeah, I'll post about it on my Instagram, and then I'm probably gonna post it on Vimeo just because I like Vimeo a lot.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. But yeah, I'll post about it on my Instagram, and I'll post it on my website. I post AlyseRockett.com. That's where all my stuff is at. If you want to go look at it, very simple. I'll put it in there. AlyseRockett.com. But yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Iga. She's commenting on my hat in Polish. Yes, and I'm gonna post both on my Instagram on my story and also on Patreon as like a summary post. We'll do all the links for Alyse's work, videos, websites, and all that, so you guys can check it out.
Iga is a real one. I love you, Iga.
Iga's in here, yes. Iga is so supportive, you guys. She is just such a great spirit. You can ask her help with anything and she'll do it. Like, she's so nice, so great. Okay, so directing. So I guess this is what you're gonna focus on more going forward, right? Like you want to expand that skill and portfolio and all that.
Yeah, I just want to just keep putting stuff out, like just put out visuals and just if I have an idea, just do it. Like just do it. I have all the time now.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever, I'm gonna just do it. Yeah. And I just want to like have ideas and put it out and just challenge myself. But
yeah. Mm-hmm. That's great. You mentioned a lot of people, like, you know, like individuals that we don't maybe know about, or, you know, are not as loud. And so I wonder if there's some specific people that you are inspired by or love working with that you would want to give a shout out, talk about, or say like what about them specifically it is that makes them special to you.
Toogie. I love Toogie, and I love Lindsay and Craig. They're like my Toogie's like my big sister, and then Lindsay and Craig are like me and Craig say like that's my cousin, and then Lindsay is like my mom. They are themselves like at all costs, and just have allowed, like, especially when like I have done stuff with them, they just are so like the sweetest people. They don't change when you get on set, you know. Their rehearsal process is so great, and they just show me that, oh, I can like direct, like, oh, I can choreograph, you know, and be 100% myself. Like what I love about Toogie is when like I think that it was like I was doing something with her for like a more like she was more like a sexy artist kind of, but she was Toogie's herself, and she's so like herself no matter who she's choreographing for, whether it's like a sexy artist, whether it's a weird artist, whatever, you know, she's always her, and I like love that, and I love the stuff that she creates. So she's just kind of like been my big sister. So she's one of the people that I really hold in high regard, for sure. Like I have a deep love for Toogie and Lindsay and Craig just because they can do anything, but they're so versatile, but they're just like, I don't know. I just love being around them just as genuine people. Lindsay introduced me to Beyond Meat hot dogs, and now I can't get enough. But I literally like love them, how human and fleshy they are. Like, love those totally. People right there. Yeah,
I love that. That makes sense. Like, I've taken some classes with them, but obviously not as many as you, I'm sure, but it makes sense. Like just seeing them teach, dancing their stuff, it makes sense with everything that you're saying. So
love them.
I can see how they would be the same on set, how they're, you know, this type of people that are really real and
for sure. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I also want to just ask about the show that we just did that she hasn't seen it yet, everyone. So, you know, she just knows what we did, but she hasn't seen the edit. She hasn't seen what the final effect is. But without revealing too much of like the concept or what it is, like, you know, is there anything that was in the experience of shooting it or anything about it that was special or different that you can talk about? Or, you know, was there anything in the experience of making it or the concept or just anything associated with it that stood out maybe?
Yeah. Well, other than the fact that it was done with the one and only Alek, you know. Yeah, it was I like how you're so down to just like expand off of, like, I don't know. When you collaborate, it's not just like, oh, do what I say. It's like actual collaboration. Like, you saw me post a lot of those freestyles in front of that green wall in my in the backyard, and you were like, yeah, it would be cool if we did something with that green wall. And even when during the process, you were like, is this how you do it? And it just felt like an honest collaboration. It felt like it was a together thing rather than it just like, I have this vision and I want you to do, like, you know, like, and it just felt like I was included on the process, and I really enjoyed that. Yeah, and you got me moving. Otherwise, I would have been in here just editing.
I love that. That's awesome.
That was rewarding. We drank kombucha and we, you know, danced.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I was having fun. Other than that, my feet were on fire from cement, but
I know. My feet don't feel it anymore just because I put them through hell. But yeah.
I love that. That's great, because that's what I really try to do is, like, you know, even with this specifically, bringing a different person every time.
Yeah.
You know, because I could have done these by myself and it would be fine, but I want them to be different every time. Not just a different version of me, but like actually the person to bring something and color it with their own dye, you know. So that kind of, like you said, the coloring book, you know, I love to have a concept, and I usually, when I create this, I listen to the song and I kind of see in my head how I want it to look, how I want to edit it, and then the movement itself, I think, should be filled with the person that's doing it, and again, like, always open to hear ideas and change it on the fly too. So but yeah, I was super glad you did it, because we did a lot of stuff, but we haven't done something like this, which was it was in a big part of it was improvised too, or freestyled, should I say, and it wasn't such a stiff formula that I already had prepared, but it was more so free. So I was really glad.
He was still very prepared. You're still very prepared.
With my notes and everything.
With your paper. Hey, I get it.
You know, I get anxiety when I'm like,
no, I
100%. Like, I would be open to, like, change it and, like, just go there, like, and, like, see what happens, but I'm still gonna have a backup plan. Like, this is the plan. I'm open to change it, but it is a plan, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't just go like, oh, let's just see what happens.
100%. Yeah.
That's cool. That's great. Okay, so I just wanna to finish this, I wanna play this little game. I played this with Lydia. Some of these are the same, but some of them I added. I call it this or that. I don't know. It might be called something else, but now it's called that. This or that. So you know how you say, like, black or white, and then you say whatever. Like, first choice is.
I got you.
Yeah. So, you ready? Meat or veggies?
Veggies.
Beach or mountains?
What? What'd you say?
Beach or mountains?
Oh, that's hard. Mountains.
Okay. Bike or horseback riding?
Bike. I'm allergic to horsehair.
Okay. Minimalistic or vintage?
Minimalistic.
Black and white or Technicolor?
That's hard. Technicolor.
Okay. Direct or choreograph? I know the answer.
Direct. 1,000.
Choreograph or dance?
Choreograph.
James Blake or Ben Howard?
James Blake. Yes, that's my name.
Choreograph your own art installation at a museum or choreograph for a concert?
Choreograph for a concert. Yes.
Travel the world or get a degree?
Travel the world. 100.
House in the countryside or condo in a skyscraper?
House in the countryside. Yes.
Broadway show or stadium concert?
One more time.
Broadway show or a stadium concert?
Stadium concert. That'll be fun.
Oh, helicopter. Sorry. Okay. Voguing or whacking?
Ooh, whacking is cool.
Popping or locking?
Popping. Farmers
Market or Whole Foods?
Farmers market. Whole Foods is a whole check. They ain't even come. I was just in there the other day.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive?
And they have an attitude.
Every now and then. Yeah. I like Ralph's. Ralph's low key.
You're like, Farmers Market or Whole Foods, Rouse. Okay. Christina or Brittany?
Brittany. I grew up on Brittany.
Okay. Okay. That's it. That's all the this or that's I have. All right. So, anything else you want to, before we finish, give a shout out to or mention? The floor is yours.
Shout out to my mom. No, I'm just playing.
Come on, Mom.
I don't have anything else to say. I love everybody. Thank you for whether you logged in and logged off, or thank you for taking time out of your morning to come and listen to me talk, and Alek. I really hope everybody has a really great day. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Alyse. And yeah, head out to our page on Patreon /Alek Paliński Creative. The show is premiering in an hour there. So yeah, hope you join us. And thanks, Alyse, for doing this. And we'll be seeing you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
How do I get off? I don't know how to get off. Sorry.
There's an X in your upper corner.
Oh, there we go.
I think. Yes. Boom. Yay. And then again, shout out to Iga for our beautiful poster. Thank you guys for being here and supporting art. All right. We'll see you soon.